Hello all and welcome back to another Gallop Racer 2004 episode. As you can see here in our last episode we were really successful. We were finally able to unlock the extra slots in the breeding barn because our boy Crimson Prince performed above and beyond, winning his first Group 1 and our first original horse to do so. We're pretty much just going to play this year pretty slow now until we get through to the sales, just because we can pretty much. Red Lady, we're looking for an easier type of it for her. I kind of want to test her on the turf. I know she's a dirt horse, but no reason why we can't. And just making sure everyone else is booked. We do have Rebirth up at the end of the month with the February Stakes, so that's an interesting race of course, but let's quickly have a look where Blues Breeze is, just to double check. Not you. Who has him? I think it's Riviera. Yep. So he's racing at the end of the month anyway, so that's not too bad. We can skip forward a whole month. And we can go from there pretty much. There we go. As you can see here, we have two races today. One with Rebirth. Hopefully can get a good start and probably win the money. And Fairy Show up on debut, so he's our late growth, but he does develop quite well, so we're just going to play it out, see how we go, and hopefully get some progress made. This episode is going to be more about trying to get through to the sales, because we've got some really exciting 2-year-olds going forward. Irish Dads, huh? The favourite here. Interesting to see, that's for sure. Right, we're just going to vibe out and hopefully get some good results. Lovely start here with Fairy Show. So far so good. We're just going to relax him out of the gate too. We don't really have to do too much work. I'd like to just say another thank you once again to Horse Racing Gamer for the shout out on his latest video. He's playing an iOS horse racing game. It looked interesting to say the least. Probably not my cup of tea, but that's probably because I don't play too many iOS based horse racing games. I prefer the classics on the consoles compared to the mobile games. I tried Pocket Stables there for a bit and won the Triple Crown and that type of thing on that game, but not really something I was looking forward to like uploading or posting. Having a think through what my next series will be, I'm thinking of posting the original Gallop Racer on the PS1. I'm just going to download the emulator and play that. I've had some good success in that game over the years and I'd really like to give it a try, but I really want to see how we go going forward first, you know. We lost the head-to-head there, or got discouraged. I'm not sure which it is. Running a little bit to the line here. The favourite's probably out wide. No. Second and third pick are out wide. Okay. We are going to run out of stamina too, which is not the best. But we are the long shot in this field, so that's a good performance. Just outside the money. Not bad at all. There we go. So he develops over time and he becomes a really good sire just because of his growth type, able to pass that on pretty easily. Here we have Rebirth back at the long shots quote. That's sort of why we entered him here, just for an easier run, not to over push him. It doesn't mean we can't get a good result. I'd be happy with anything above top 10 and super ecstatic if we can get top 5, but let's just see how we go. Got a perfect start though, so that's definitely going to be helpful. We're not going to be able to match Movers with Lovely Morning there. We're going to find the front, but it's going to take us a little bit of work to get there. Dean and I are sort of going nail and tongue up front here. Right, we're able to take the front. Had to do a huge amount of work to get there, but I'd rather him be up here than have to pull back now. He's at that stage where he should be able to hold himself up in the front of the field after doing a little bit of work. If he did not, then I'll wear that on the chin. Didn't cap on stamina, so that would probably be why. Just a little bit too much work. Just having a look where the field is. We're just going to go late. We don't want to lose too much stamina. Right. Gonna go now. Looking for just a little bit of a rally here from Rebirth. Stamina is dropping pretty fast though. Definitely not going to finish last, I don't think. This 3 is not very smart. Instead of trying to get an outside run here, has stayed right behind us the whole run. The trainer would not be happy with that one. And just like that, the 9 dropped out as well. We ended up beating 2 horses home, so not bad at all. We kind of knew that once the start didn't go our way, but that's racing. Not the best week, but not too stressed. Or it's more just a relaxing week as our new foals are about to come in. So, as I said in the last episode, we have a couple of foals to name. Rainy Answer. Team Marie had a really lovely name for the black filly. Just have to quickly find it. Let's have a quick look through. Here we go. Monsoon Season. I love that name. That's a really nice name. So we're gonna go with that one. And thank you for the support, Marie. Team Marie. And we're just gonna call you Marie because that's so much easier to say. So Marie, this one is yours. Your little girl with the dark grey. At Easy Traffic, or by Easy Traffic out of Grave Parade. And then we have Storming Turkey, so let's have a look. We'll name this one Casual Lies. So there we go. I can't spell it. C-A-S-U. Cash, y'all. I mean, that looks wrong, but it's right, if that makes sense. C-A-S-U-A-L. Yeah. Don't you know how I hate that when like words are in uppercase and then they look different because you're not used to seeing them in uppercase all the time. So we have our Monsoon Season and our Casual Lies. We'll leave these ones up. Actually, no, Abigail sent through a screenshot of some really nice names. Oh, I love that. Tropical Punch. Love that name. I can't spell today. I-C-A-L. So this is taking a little bit longer than expected, but that's alright. It's hard to type this out with a controller because you've just got to keep spamming the buttons. So we have Tropical Punch and a Colt as well. And let's have a look for a Colt. I'm going to name this one myself, actually. I'm going to call this one Cash and Flow. A really, really strong harness racing horse in Australia. So we're going to call him Cash and Flow. And all of our horses are named, so we'll just drop a little bit of a information about these foals. So as you can see here, this will be probably our last batch of foals from our lower class size, like Green Earth and Rosewalk. So that's pretty exciting going forward. Well, let's see what we're going to do here. Can we retire you? Yep. Yes, we can. So we are going to retire the old Scabot. You're happy. You can keep racing. You aren't. So yeah, they're all fine. Lovely. So we've got Red Lady up, and we also have a request for Blues Breeze. Let's see. Here we go. Awesome. And nothing there to blink at. But yeah, going forward, the most exciting thing about this following year at the sales is a Lady of Leah. Or Eyes of Leah, I should say. Getting my words twisted already. She's going into the sales, so I feel like she's going to be our best foal so far. And she has 5-star future, so I have a really good feeling that she's going to be probably a superstar. That's the hope, anyway. Perfect start here for Red Lady, like she always does. Keep forgetting to change her tack. We'll do that after this race. Really good suggestion came in from Abigail to fully kit her out with red tack. And I love that idea. Maybe blend it with some white so it's not too strong. And see how we go. And as for Crimson Prince, we're probably just going to put like a shadow roll on him, a green shadow roll, because he's got a beautiful blaze and he's a dark grey, so he's got a nice colour saturation. So probably just leave him looking pretty clean. And those people that have horses with names already, don't be afraid to drop a comment down on their tack and what you want them to wear as well. Crimson Prince is probably the only one I probably won't take suggestions for, just because I feel like visually he's such a beautiful boy as he is. He probably doesn't need too much, but any other one going forward, we'll see how we go. Just drop down some suggestions. This favourite sitting just on the outside here, and this is on the turf too, so be interesting to see if Red Lady is a turf or a dirt horse, or if not both. We know he's a dirt, or she's a dirt I should say, but I'm just not sure if her preference is dirt. It's probably the easiest way to say it. We know that she's by Racebook, so her last ability is probably just close race, not good. No revolution here too. She's putting up a lot of fight here, even though she's still discouraged. I'm not quite sure why that is, but we are in the money. Hopefully we can finish there. We're going to finish in the money. 3rd place. Not a bad performance at all. Quite happy with that. It's very good to see. Just here having a look at my analytics for the last 28 days, and it's really like thanks to you guys, if I'm being honest. Like, I have 1,200 views in the last 30 days. That's astronomical. And then we have 215 hours of watch time. Like, and we increased in 11 subscribers as well. Like, you guys are absolutely smashing it with the support. It makes uploading these videos that much more joyful, because not only do I get to sit here and play a video game, but I get to share it with you guys and know that people are going to enjoy it no matter what, you know? Because this game is one of the most fun games to play if you're into horse racing, in my opinion. No gap. Okay. Anyone else just see that? There's literally nothing I could do there. I had the gap. And then that horse just absolutely bombarded me. Had no reason to move there. Wasn't on the rough, was in a good position. I swung wide, then that horse swung wide. So we probably just lost our chance at Blues Breeze, but I'm not really too tilted about that. Like, the game doesn't want us to have the horse. Unfortunately, we just can't acquire him. We tried our best, but at the end of the day, those things happen. You win some and you definitely lose some, so We have a long shot here today, but she always tries her best here. We're still unable to have a perfect start with spinning post. That's for sure. And the reason I value spinning post higher than like other late game broodmares like Happy Plane and Endless Libra and Round Cosmos and that type of thing is because on face value, if you look at the ability to improve her stats and pass them onto her foals and her lineage compared to Happy Plane, is Happy Plane already has 90 base stats around the board, right? So when she breeds foals, right, her foals will have the same stats as her. So they're not actually improving. Every now and again you might get one that's a little bit better in a couple of categories, but mostly a lot of the positions and like the statistics are still the same. But if you look at spinning post, for example, I personally know that I have bred 99 like speed with like 80 stamina horses from spinning post. So you're looking at the statistical gain advantage and the differential between her own stats and how good her offspring can be, you know. I guess that's the easiest way to word it. Her plus minus is greater than those horses because they're already good. You would expect a super offspring from the from Happy Plane or from Round Cosmos, you know, where when you're discussing a horse like Spinning Post, she peaks at probably 80 speed. So her chances of like improving her lineage are a lot easier, and she's easier to acquire as she just casually wins a Group 1 as a long shot. You know, like that's sort of what I meant by my comment of she's the best broodmare in the game compared to Round, like Happy Plane. Racehorse wise, Happy Plane, of course. But when it comes to her ability to give good abilities, pass on her leg type, improve her foals, her perfect combos, like what her perfect match count is so high, like just so many positives. Like I don't know anyone personally, like if you have, let me know in the comments, but I've never found a perfect match to Happy Plane. Like obviously you can cross her with horses like J-Ho and that type of thing. But personally, no. I've never had the opportunity to get any good results, so it's just sort of where I stand on the whole situation, I guess you could say. But that was a nice win, to say the least. Crimson Prince. We'll do the tack now and just put on his lovely good shadow roll. Just put on a nice green one to match our colours. And then we'll go over to the red lady and we'll put red on her. Thinking like this hood maybe with red, white outline. Then put some ears on. Something like that. And then put on some blinkers. Put on a shadow roll. And then for bandages, just 2 fronts. I'm happy with that. That looks good. So they're sorted. You're having a break until the cherry cup. See how long until you're mad again. Porygon, lovely. That's your ideal distance. You're in the Australia and you're in the Emerald. You're going to be alright to wait that long? No, you are not. Put you in the open oasis. And that should be pretty good. Yep. We'll go forward a month and see what races we've got coming up. So if you've got my horses like in races planned, it will stop so you can race in them. So you skip, and then when you press start, it will come up with to race instead of next month, next year. So for example, if you had 8 horses and you were in January and you didn't want to race until September and you book them all for September, you can skip to next year and it will take you to September. So you don't have to go month by month. Little thing, just for a tip and trick, you know.
The horses are on the track. The horses are in the gate.
Not a perfect start, but we've been having perfect starts with him of late, and it's actually been costing us our revolution, so. Yeah, it's going to burn out the gate now. Take the lead from Burning Emotion. I've noticed that... What just happened? Flew to the front and then realised, oh, I'm on the wrong horse. Oh well. I've noticed that Burning Emotion, we've been up against him a couple of times now, or she, but there's no braking. The horse has no braking at all. It takes forever to get to the front. Gonna go now. Got plenty of stamina left to give. That was our only worry on this course. Australia's really hard to run because you can lose a lot of stamina on that corner. And we're going to run away with it. Easy win for Hartford Delight, back in his own distance after winning the turf category last season. Nice little win there. Cannot complain. He's a very good boy. I'm just happy that we've acquired all the horses we need for our future bloodlines. Like, we've got Spinning Post, we have Hartford Delight, we have Tender Value. All we need for my favourite combination is Winged Light. Super speedy girl, good stats. Her and Tender Value just make elite foals. It's just not a question. And speaking of which, that time again has come around. We're going to cross Crazy Hunter with Sedate Ruler because they're both dirt horses and they're both front runners, so that's my ideal breeding combination. Scabbit and Desert Diver. Yeah, sure, why not? We have Wild Weapon. We'll cross you with Tender Value. And then we're going to cross Grave Parade also with Tender Value. Because then they can cross their speed lines, which should be really fun. So there's the breeding selections for this year. All conceived. Lovely. Easy days. And we have a race up this week, which is Crimson Prince back up. His first start since his performance in the Group 1. Hopefully we can get a good result from him. And we're going to get Hartford Delight into another race. I mean, can he race in the Royal Cup? No. He missed that. He can wait to the Queen's Mile. We just race him a little bit more sporadically now. He's on his decline, but he's still super. But we just want to make sure that we're racing him in races that suit him and benefit his career. So you can see we are the long shot again. It's just that stamina, in my opinion, that's really costing him. Like, field, braking, and temp aren't really like key favoritism defining features, I guess you could say. Like, if you had 99 stamina and 30 speed, you'd be a little bit worried. But it's not the case. Didn't need a perfect start there, but we got it anyway. So we're just gonna let him relax. Still a bit wide on the track because no one really wants to move over. We are a bit too far back in the field as well, so not good signs. It's early days. Oh, why are we so far back in the field, boy? Come on. Thank you. Show some urgency. Still able to acquire a 7. Not quite sure how, but we're just going to tuck in here. Back on the hashtag flat track matters movement, as we're going down a track, we're going to have to grab hold of him a couple of times here. We're just going to find the favourite real quick as we come around this bend. So the favourite is behind us. Interesting, we got another 7, but didn't cap stamina, so we know we're not getting a revolution. Oh my god. came onto my screen last second. Good little runoff here. Like, we're not dropping out and we're not losing too much ground here. We're still in the money currently. Just dropped out of the money, but this is still a solid performance, to say the least. I mean, we beat half the field. I'm not happy with the fact that that horse was on our outside just at the last second. Like, we made contact, right? And it didn't even say anything about making contact because the game knew that the horse moved into us. That's hilarious. So we didn't get penalised for it, but it still upset our horse. So we've got Spinning Post back up in another Group 1, and we also have Red Lady trying at the turf scene yet again, just to sort of see how she goes. First time back up, though, in the good old red tack. So here we go. So Frank Novel, the favourite here. Not the most statistical advantageous favourite, to say the least. So let's just see how we go. Did it again. I've just got to get out of the habit of that. With her, because normally I try and do like a ricochet perfect start. But her like temper is so lovely that it's so slow coming out the gate. It's not even funny. We're just going to settle in here. Should be a really good performance. She's been running pretty well. Start's probably going to be our downfall here. So I'm going to quickly just go grab a drink. I'm going to let the race keep running and I'm going to run. And hopefully she just stays at this nice steady pace. Give her one more tap up before I leave. Okay, there we go. I'll be right.
They are midway down the backstretch. Okay, this is where the race is won.
Look at that for timing. Come back right at the perfect time. As you can see, her temper is absolutely incredible. She did not even like overrun herself at any point. We're just gonna get it going now.
And they're in the home straight. Your shot.
Not really showing too much. He probably spurted a bit too late. And we're gonna run ninth. So we did meet our goal, just. Not bad. I just had to go grab a drink and check on the puppy, so. Otherwise, the race still went well. Like, we didn't drop out or anything silly like that. And we're the 7th pick in the market. Better odds here today in another Group 1. Looking to bounce back in the normal Group 1 scene after a poor performance in the Philly Cup last December. But since then, she's come out and she's won a Group 1. So she showed that she definitely belongs in the Group 1 scene and looking to bounce back. Perfect start. We know that this horse on our inside has a lot of braking, delicate blues. So we just don't want to get into a battle with her, but she's going to hold us out. I'm not going to grab hold here. There's no reason for me to grab hold here. But we're going to grab hold now. The reason just for that is because she does have the ability free. I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest, that we weren't able to hold the front. We had an inside draw and he raced wide and pressured us. But ideally, if we can still get a good run off here, I don't see why we can't win this race. Here's the runoff we were talking about. Starting to drop here, and so is the rest of the field though. Only just in front here. Here comes the field. We might have just held on for third. It's going to be close. Huge go at the line. At the line. Still ran third. So not a disappointing race on face value there. But yeah, unfortunately our rival in Delicate Blues is going to be a tough horse to beat, as she likes to come out underneath. What a level up there. We do have another chance on Blues Breeze, okay. And we do need a win, so a little bit of a task ahead of us. The next task is a Golden Axe. Sure, why not? She can run it. Still don't know if she's a turf horse. I feel like she's better off in the dirt scene though. Just trying the Louisville Oaks. This is for Crimson Prince. That's gonna be way too hard for him. But you know what, we're gonna try it anyway, just for something to do. Making sure all of our horses are booked. Yep, lovely. Right, we'll do this last race here with Blues Breeze, and then we'll end out this episode. And then we'll drop a quick save, and then I'll probably record another couple of episodes just while the puppy's asleep. Home alone today. We are the winner. We're meant to be the winner. Just gonna quickly do something. I've got to be quick though. Nope, didn't have time apparently. That's a better start. Right, we're just going to quickly try and settle him at the back of the field. Put him in a nice sleepy position, let him go to sleep. Just relax, boy, relax. Good. Good Blues Breeze. Right, do that. Do that, task manager. Just because my Steam, when it's not open and I'm not using it, I leave like a white box on my screen. And when I'm playing games, obviously it gets in the way. It's not like a completely filled out box, it's just like the outline of a rectangle in the center of my screen. So as you can see, that could be quite annoying to the eye, so I just had to quickly close that out. Right, we didn't keep position because I was doing that, but that's fine. You guys won't see the box on my screen because I'm only recording the window that my game is on, not the actual whole monitor, if that makes sense. Alright, we just need a gap here. Hopefully we don't get blocked like we did last time. So we've got a couple of gaps, but we're going to just play it by ear and then play whichever gap we think is safe. It's the inside one. The inside one was definitely the safer of the two options. Here comes the speed as we lay it on thick. We're going to get a nice real close finish. We're going to win. So a good way to end out the episode there with a win with Blues Breeze. Able to bounce back after the unfortunate circumstances that were the Gallop Racing other jockeys. That's fine. Nice easy win. Position was off, but yeah, but we knew that. If we still win, we still win. Lovely. Right, so we're gonna quickly just save. We've made a lot of progress this episode, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your night or day.